Hi to everyone. Thanks for having me here. So I'm Paul, was born in France, grew up in France, came in Israel at the age of 18, and I founded Sweetin at the age of 25 and just moved to London a few months ago. So what is Sweetin? Sweetin is about to create a new category in the travel industry. How are we going to do this and how we are doing this? We are taking what I call the best of both worlds, the world of Airbnb and the world of Hilton. We have apartments, today 700 apartments in 13 cities in Europe. We give the local experience from an Airbnb apartment, but at the same time we give the consistency, the security, the safety, and the services of a Hilton hotel of 4-star standards plus. In every city, we have a local designer team that come take inspiration from the neighborhood and will design each apartment according to the atmosphere and the vibe of the neighborhood. We are not duplicating our apartments. We will have very local experience in every place. And at the same time, we have the pro-hospitality approach, quality of towels, amenities, linens, Nespresso machine, all the small things that when you have an apartment from a platform, from a marketplace, you don't really know what you're going to get. So if you're a family coming from the US to Europe, a Chinese family, Japanese family coming from far, you are getting in a new city that you've never been ever, and then you're going to have a surprise. It can be a good one, it can be a less good one, but you don't know what you're going to get. So that's why Sweetin, with the master lease business model that we have the possibility to give this consistency of the experience. In this idea of being a hotel that is spread out in the city, we have our lobby. In every city, in a very good location, our local team sits in this lobby, is here to welcome our guests if they want to come through the lobby to check in, but they don't have to. We today develop our technology through the Sweetin app to have a full safe digital check-in. You can make everything through the app. You can book through the app. You can check in with the smart lock that we have. You can scan the passport through our app. You can book additional services through our app. We have a 24/7 chat on our WhatsApp. You can make absolutely everything. But if you want to come and to meet someone face-to-face in our lobby, you are more than welcome. Here is some visualization of our apartments, and you can see how the design of an apartment in London that you can see here will not look like in Lisbon and will not look like in Jerusalem. So in the basics that we have, every stay includes the high standards that I talked about, and you have the possibility to customize your stay and to add as much as services as you want. So we are working today very hardly with third-party supplier to have the right API connectivity, to have everything embedded in our app, or if it's not services that we offer, so our concierge guest relation through the app will make the reservation and the booking for you. So those are the 13 cities that I told you. So it's 11 cities in Europe and 2 cities in Israel, Jerusalem and Tel Aviv. I started Sweetin in Jerusalem with the first apartment, that I've been there, that I finished the first apartment, that I cleaned the first apartment. Everything started in Jerusalem, but then we've been able to expand quite fast. Our number 1 cities is in France, in Paris. We have today 120 apartments in Paris. And the last 3 cities that we opened on the past 6 months are Dublin, Antibes, and Seville. And I will tell you a bit more about the last 3 cities that we opened. So some KPIs that are very important for us and that we've been able to achieve in 2018. Direct reservation means that we are using today Airbnb, Booking.com, Expedia, Agoda, all the online travel agency. But we do have our website, our app, our B2B customer, and we've been able in 2018 to have 30% of those reservations in direct, when 2017 was 15 and 2016 was 5. So we see here how we've been able on the past year to build our brand, to have returning guests and people coming directly to Sweetin to book an apartment. 20% same apartment revenue growth. It's a KPI, kind of a like-to-like analysis. So we definitely have growth in terms of revenue year over year, but we are very focused on the performance of the current inventory that we have and to see how the current inventory is performing in a better way in terms of revenue. Gross margin is 40%, revenue growth over a year is 90%, and the review score, for sure, this is something that is extremely important for us. This shows how we are able to give a very high quality and consistent experience to our guests. So where is Sweetin today? As I said, 13 cities, 700 apartments, 200 employees, 80 are sitting here in Israel. So we have 2 headquarters, one headquarter in Tel Aviv where we have product, R&D, BI, and we just opened a few months ago a new headquarter in London. 50 million euro annual run rate. This is what we're going to hit at the end of this quarter with the pipeline that is confirmed already. So the revenue growth, last year, 2018, we closed with 25 million euro revenue. We closed this one at least with 47, and you can see how on the past year we've been able to grow and to grow fast, and we've been lucky enough to raise up to date $47 million. This is a team, and you can see here in the background of our team member, of the executive team, you can see the perfect blend. As I said, Sweetin is a blend between Airbnb and Hilton, what I call super tech, fast-growing company that you can see in all of our executive here, but at the same time, the pro hospitality from our CEO that joined us just a few months ago, coming from Accor Hotel, Starwood, and One Fun Stay. In terms of technology, we are focused on those 6 products. So it's our back office. Back office means how to run those operations, because anyone that will come from the hospitality industry will ask me, we know how a hotel works, everything in the same address, but how does it work when this hotel is spread out in the city? How you can manage the check-in, the cleaning, the maintenance, and everything? That's why we are very focused on our back office to be able to build some algorithms, to have the right agenda, planning, task management, and to build this in-house. We have our pricing tool, RMS, Revenue Management System. Pricing is extremely sensitive in this industry. When you drop your price for a few euros, you can really have a high pickup in terms of occupancy rate, and the opposite is right as well. Our app that I said, our app for our teams that are on the ground and running in the city, but for our guests to manage their full experience through the Sweetin app. Our website, for sure, BI. BI is the dashboards we have today, the possibility to have full visualization of all the numbers in real time that we have in the company. And connectivity is extremely strategic for us. We are connected directly with Airbnb API and many other partners that we are working with. And for this year in connectivity, we are working on connectivity with third-party suppliers for the additional services that I talked about. So the vision of the company and where we want to go. First, for sure, is growth. Growth is an organic growth. Growth comes from M&A. We've done few small M&As on the past years, and of a franchise model that I will explain more on the next slide. Technology is to be sure always to invest as much as possible to have the right infrastructure for the scale of the company. The brand, this is what we really want to create. We want to create a brand where our guests are looking to experience cities because Sweetin is there, because they want this local experience. You want to go in Portugal, you want to go in specific countries or cities, you want the local experience, but you are looking for the consistency of your stay as well. And the digital customer experience is really to be able to give this freedom to our guests to make absolutely everything through the app. So now, for the last minute that I have about the franchise. Franchise is a new model that I've launched a few months ago on the 3 last cities that are tier 2 cities in Europe, or in franchise, Dublin, Sevilla, and Antibes, or in franchise. The idea of the franchise is that Sweetin is building a brand. Sweetin is building our own technology tools. We have our database with returning guests, big corporate accounts, and for sure quality excellence. But you have today in the world, with the rise of Airbnb and the revolution of Airbnb, 600,000 super hosts on Airbnb. Those super hosts on Airbnb, they know extremely well how to operate their inventory, how to operate their 3, 5, 10 apartments, but they don't have technology. They don't have returning guests, they don't have loyalty program, they don't have 24/7 customer service and online chat. So Sweetin today is targeting those super hosts on Airbnb and to see how we can partner together to have Sweetin in tier 2 and tier 3 cities in the world. Thank you very much.